Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel. As usual, I'm VM, your loyal servant, the one who wants to see you strong, brave and healthy, the one who wishes to see you self-sufficient and self-appreciative, the one who believes that you need no one but yourself to be proud of what you represent. So, in our previous videos, and I'll put the links obviously in the description below, you and I talked about self-confidence and self-improvement. I hope you found or will find those videos helpful. Today though, I would like to talk about little hacks that you should implement daily in order to build and boost your self-confidence. Mind hacks to build and boost self-confidence. Now, a little disclaimer before we begin. Some of the hacks that we will discuss actually were proven scientifically. Exactly, people with white robes made their scientific science and came up with scientifically proven results. They did all the t-tests, chi-squares, standard deviations and all other words that make everybody sound smart. Other hacks though came from my personal experience. But before you and I go through the list, there are a couple of general ideas that you should keep in mind going forward. First of all, your self-confidence or lack of it is a symptom, not a sickness. An effect, but not a cause, like in Matrix. Remember that?
Causality. Action, reaction, cause and effect.
What it means is that when working on your self-confidence, you should not focus on it as if this is the core problem, but rather you should dig deep to identify what causes the problem instead. Second, your self-confidence largely depends on how you perceive yourself. That means how you see yourself and in what colors and light you describe yourself in your head. The main keywords here are you, yourself. And third, of course, how we think we're perceived by our own surroundings. That includes friends, family, colleagues, and so on. And how we let them treat us. Keep these notions in your mind because the following hacks and tips are there to help you sort them out. So as every change in life you want to make, work on self-confidence starts with the most important, it starts with you. And the worst thing that we do to ourselves is devaluing our own true worth. Naturally, as humans, you and I are the worst of judges of ourselves. We tend to see ourselves through the prism of enhancement of our perceivably negative and not so beautiful characteristics. It can be anything, starting with how we judge our actions, what we believe we can achieve, and the way we see ourselves when looking at a mirror. And worst of all, unfortunately, we embrace such bad evaluations, letting them take control and hold us by our necks, taking the very breath of life away. This tendency reprograms our brains the way we see and subsequently treat ourselves, leading to a complete annulment of one's self. Remember, words create reality. Yeah? Take notice. To fight it back, you should breathe in the spirit of success. Feed your brain with the feeling of achievements, small and large, in order to build a positive self-appreciation. To do so, starting from today, you must incorporate in your daily life some sort of activities that present a challenge and a goal to be achieved. It doesn't have to be something grandiose. Small stuff work as well. For example, hack number 1, a book. And actually no, not Facebook, not Insta, nothing like this, but the actual book. The one that you open and read pages with information. I know you forgot what's that, but this is actually proven to be very helpful with self-confidence because you will be learning new things and expanding your imagination the way you did when you were a free-spirited kid. This is a challenge with a goal, starting and finishing a book. Hack number 2. I know that this next episode of the show that you're watching is the thing that you're waiting for the most during the day. But actually it's proven that watching too much of TV actually damages your self-confidence. And why wouldn't it be? Wasting hours upon hours watching something that doesn't challenge thinking is actually making us dumber. But I understand that on the other hand, you really want just to rest and watch something. In this case, I would suggest documentaries. They're amazing, plenty of amazing historic documentaries or I don't know, scientific documentaries that actually you see the pictures running, what you actually want, right? And you actually learn new things on the way. Hack 3. Starting a new collection of something that you like. I don't know, ancient coins maybe? Such hobbies require research and a breathtaking search for new items for your collection. Sounds funny, right? Pfft, coins! try something like this and we'll talk later. Hack 4. Go and learn some dance moves or learn to play musical instruments. Meet new people, learn new skills. Learning new skills is an amazing tactic to boost your self-confidence. Being the one who is in the know of doing something that not everybody can do is awesome and will show you how capable you are. Hack 5. Engage in creative activity. I don't know, write a book, a story, a poem, a musical, an opera. It is proven that creativity is a great tool to channel your frustrations and negative emotions out, helping you recharge and calm down. It's an amazing self-development tool. It doesn't really matter what you choose if it's legal and doesn't harm you, as long as it requires active participation with a sweet reward in the end for achieving something. That's a great choice. When setting goals though, make sure that the goals are achievable, realistic, but challenging. While feeding your brain with sensations of achievements, you may work on your physical perception too, if it's needed. The most obvious examples here would be the not so good results of studies that show how women and girls perceive their bodies. The results are pretty discouraging. They're sad. Let's go over a couple of them. 53% of American girls are unhappy with their bodies. This grows to 78% by the time girls reach age of 17. Terrible. When asked, are you happy with your body? 43.2% of teens answered yes. Only 43%. Can you believe that? Between 40 to 60% of elementary school girls are concerned about their weight or about becoming too fat. Elementary school. 45.5% of teens report considering cosmetic surgery. That's crazy! Is there anything more to say about these stats? Oh, wait a minute, here's an interesting one. Hear this out. Studies at Stanford University and the University of Massachusetts found that 70% of college women say they feel worse about their own looks after reading, women's magazines. Interesting. That is something we should take a note of. But why after reading magazines? But of course, because of all the photo models there with their skinny bodies. These stupid trends. Are these really trends that we get affected by, or skinny is the true beauty that we should all strive to achieve? Is it something temporary, or this is how the things work? And of course it's just a temporary trend imposed on us by the current state of our own society, and we just eat it and let it break us. Because just in case you didn't know, for about 400 years, starting during the Renaissance, somewhere between the year 1500 and 1910, obesity remained a symbol of beauty. The wealthy ate in excess, assuring themselves status and good health. This was celebrated by everyone and everywhere. So as you can see, these are just temporary trends. So do the following. Hack number 6. Stop reading those fancy magazines and also stop following those Insta stars. But yeah, do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and click the bell below. Hack number 7. Stop constantly concentrating on the parts of the body that you like the least. You know what I'm talking about. Every time you look in the mirror, you're telling to yourself that your hips are huge, you wish to have abs, and girl, you know what I'm talking about, right? Stop doing that. The problem is that this constant attention to such parts puts emphasis and actually enhances the severity and the negativity of your feelings and attitude towards your own body. And the worst part of doing it is the fact that this is like a snowball. If you start and let it roll, it will become your mantra, which will drown you. Instead, start working on it. Hit the gym, start running. For the sake of the challenge, for the sake of achieving goals, for the fun of it. But make sure that this change is done correctly without damaging your health. Hack number 8, and actually this one is very cute. Right before leaving home or going to sleep, get a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, but concentrate your attention on the part of your body that you love the most. For example, look at that sexy face and smile. The idea of this little hack is to leave a nice and pleasant picture of yourself in your mind right before you go away and spend the day with that satisfying image. Hack 9. This one is pretty quick and simple. Go and update your wardrobe and don't be shy to play with new cool styles. And don't forget to smell as good. Creating and sustaining positive image of yourself in your head and adjusting attitude towards yourself requires also addressing how you think people see you. The problem here is that you have to realize that you have only ideas of what people think about you and how they see you, and in most cases you would be wrong. The key here is to understand that by saying, for example, oh, people think that I'm ugly, you are just mirroring your own opinion of yourself, because as a matter of fact you don't know really what people think. Moreover, you shouldn't care much as well. Never forget, words create reality, impact the way you think, the way you feel. So be careful with what your words make real. These are the tips and hacks that I encourage you to implement in your daily life going forward. As usual, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, and comment. This was VM. See ya.